Crafting Vicky here with you, and today we're making a card. I said a card because I've got a feeling that throughout this video, which is going to be God knows how long, I won't be able to make two cards. So, as you saw in my Happy Mail video, if you've watched it, the unboxing of a huge haul from Dee, she sent me a bunch of things, and one of them was these here, which seem to be to make cards that are like 3D. Now, this is a type of stuff that I don't usually do because it's very labor intensive, and there's a lot of these pages, like a lot. So yeah. So I'm gonna attempt on making one, and we shall see how long it takes. I don't, like, this is my first time making these officially, like really trying my hardest to make one. That's gonna be my first time. So let's see how it goes. I think this will be sufficient to put this on. And I'm going to try to, I know you're supposed to do with, you're supposed to cut it with your, with an X-Acto knife, which I should pull one out. So I've got an X-Acto knife. But I'm going to fussy cut the first one. And then I'm going to see. I've got a feeling that because there's a white border, there's going to be a whole lot of stuff like that's going to be hidden at the end of the day. But anyway, we're going to see how this turned out. I don't know what the brand is of this. I couldn't find the name, and therefore I don't know. Like, I would have searched online to see if I could find an example, but I did search découpage, and which basically showed what I expected. Now I'm just gonna cut around this because I want to have the whole piece. And this is probably not the best of times to do this, in the sense that it's after work, and am I going to be frustrated with this? Possibly. Am I going to stop talking because I'm concentrating on making cuts? Possibly as well. Maybe this would have been a video that would have been better off to just do a fast forward. Possible. Of course, you can adjust your video speed and see me do this in much faster fashion, and probably speak very squeaky and like a mouse. Hopefully I'm doing this the proper fashion. Like I said, I don't know, this is my first time. I pulled out my some 3D, well, 3D, it's foam tape that I figured would be useful for this. Okay, so yes, it's gonna fit. Now, part of this, of her package, she had sent me this, which was from Lavinia Stamps, is the backing, but I just thought it was beautiful and it would be fitting with this card, so I'm thinking I'm going to use it because I've got it and I don't want to put it away. I don't remember who it was, but somebody mentioned how at the beginning of the video I was you know, trying to stack everything properly and everything, and by the end you can see I'm just like dumping stuff in whichever way and not really making much sense of what I'm doing. And you're totally right. I tried to put the stuff in piles, and what I did put in pile I was able to put away easily. The rest is still lying right on the edge over here, which you can't see. So yeah, that's what happens. Okay, so this is gonna be the first layer, and then I've got a mat. Obviously this is a mat that's a self-healing mat, like the black that you see underneath. But I've got another one that I can put on top of my glass if I want. But for now, I think I'm just gonna try to do it with my scissors and see. I think I'm gonna need though the for the inside here to go, and that's the second layer. So probably I'll need the craft mat right away, just for that at least. And then for the rest, I think I might be good. So I'm gonna put this directly on there. That looks good already. Like, I would probably call it done. But that would be cheating. Because that's not what this thing is supposed to be. So, but I guess you could make multiple cards and just hide, you know, the two with a sentiment or something. But anyway. We're gonna attempt to do this and see how this goes, and hopefully it's not gonna take too much time. It would be fun if it was actually not that hard and I actually made a few, but somehow I doubt it. And I might just be very tired afterwards too, because this is kind of meticulous type of work. And as I said, it's not helping the fact that it's the end of the day. I feel like my eyes are tired from doing my work all day on the computer. I can imagine though that this could be relaxing if you're in a good situation with proper lighting. I feel like I wish they would have put a black line instead of the white on with the yellow, the pale yellow. I feel like it's not the best of color contrast. Okay, so this would go on top of that, but obviously not as such. Okay, so now we try not to make a mess and not to hurt ourselves. Which is why I don't usually use X-Acto knives. Wondering now that I've cut within it, can I actually go and continue with my scissors? I love these little scissors so much. Like, they're my favorite. And they're so old now, but they still cut fabulously. Okay, so it's not perfect though, but let's see how this is gonna look on top of. I think it was gonna make a nice effect. I'm hoping anyway, but there's like these little leftover pieces. Hoping that you guys can see properly. So I'm curious how many of you have done this and how many cards have you actually done. And do you have to tell me, like, did you send me the whole stash because you don't want to do this anymore? I'm curious. And where did you get them also, because I'm sure other people are going to be wondering. So if you can let the viewers know. I know that you made a lot of comments on while watching the unboxing as to what I was seeing and such. So for you guys that did watch the unboxing and had questions on some of the things, it's possible that Dee did answer your questions. And Elizabeth had the cutest sentiment saying that Dee destashed. That made me laugh. I just thought it was so clever. Okay, so not bad so far. But how long have it's been? 13 minutes. Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be making many of this. I've got a feeling that once I've got one done, that will be it for this time around. And I'm curious to know if you will want to see more of me doing this. I suppose that as you make them, you get tricks of the trade and it goes faster. Maybe you get better at it. I do have a little X-Acto knife that turns, like, that you could put on your finger and it turns. I'm not very good with it, so yeah. Okay, so this part is done. Now I will probably turn this around just because I'm not as comfortable. Always work one way better than the other way. Probably because I'm right-handed. I don't want to cut my fingers off either while doing this. Trying to be careful because I can be quite a klutz, especially if I'm tired. It's gonna just make it even more. I have a easy chance of hurting myself. There was a number. Oh, I've got another sheet here, so I could always use this as a reference. So this is 2A. So then 2B is that one. So they go in order. I guess I need to figure out. I need to follow the order to make this make sense. I'm gonna be proud. I'm sure I'm gonna be proud if I don't mess up my cuts too much. Pretty sure I'm gonna be proud of what it looks like, but they would have made it easier if they did like Onkidori, which is to have it pre-cut, you know. But at the same time, I guess, with the Onkidori ones, I often have little tabs left over that I should file. You guys have mentioned filing them with a nail file or something. I just haven't done it yet. And then we've got this part left. I'm hoping that I'm doing this right. I'm second guessing myself. If it doesn't turn out good, well, we'll find out that this was not the way to do this. I'm sure once this part is done, I'm going to be happy because the other ones I can do with my scissors. I won't need the mat. Okay, so here we go. I think That's pretty close. Okay, so we've got that done, and that's gonna go on top of this. Now I have to align it properly. It's gonna go like that. So let's cut some of this off and put it on top. Actually, I think I have these little ones that I could probably use if they're still any good. Yeah, they still glue. And this way I use up these, which I've had in my stash for a while, and you can tell like some of the backing I've lifted, so that's not good. So if I can use them, that's better. Just hoping I can remove the backing easily. I could probably have used the other one, but I'm not sure it's the same size, so it's probably better if I use all the same ones for one layer, just so that it's not one is not thicker than the other, and then it's gonna look strange. The foam is not quite the same thickness. I hate that sound. I don't know if you heard it, but it squeaked. Okay, so that should be sufficient, and now we just need to remove the backing to all of these. And I've got no nails left because I cut them, so that's not helpful. I think that's worse. It's probably easier even if I don't have much nails. Now with all this glue on though, I'm going to have to be careful to put this properly. Okay, this one probably won't glue much, but anyway, because there was no backing and it's gotten lint on it. Boy, oh boy, you need to be patient to do this thing. Okay, so we've got it all removed now. I just need to make sure that I line this up properly. So, because I think I got it. Okay. So first layer done. Okay, then the next one. So we've got 2B, and so that would be this one. Is that this? Oh, it must be this one. So I'm like, that's like underneath. That doesn't make sense. Okay, so this is this one. So there's little other elements from the side. And then I guess the rest is going to be on top of this. So this is like the second layer. And then I guess there's the third layer is on the second part, on this part, and then I guess on top of that as well. Okay, complicated, but we'll get it. So this must be this one. Put this little thing on it. And put it here. Okay. And then we've got the 3. So 3A. And that's this flower. And I guess it's this one. These elements are much easier to cut, clearly. And yeah, I just looked at the time, and clearly there's only going to be one card. But I think it's going to be a really nice one. Time consuming, like there's no tomorrow, but still a very pretty card. Okay, so here we go, and it's gonna go on top of that. Okay, then 3B. And I guess it's this one. Would have to be that one. So we go. Then 3C. This one. I'm sorry if you're hearing banging noise. My tenants just walked in and they've got young kids, and clearly the young kids have a lot of energy and are running around right now. And it happens to be right over my head. Okay, so there's that one. And then I'm gonna put, then there's this one here, which is 3D. And there's that. And then 3E. We're getting close to the end, guys. Getting close. And I didn't swear. I wasn't sure how this was gonna all pan out, but so far so good. Okay, 4A. Where does that go? I'm not sure where this one goes. Let's cut it and figure it out, but I'm not sure that I know where it goes. I really don't know for that one. This one I think is this here. So could this be this? But no, it doesn't seem to be. So I don't know. Got a feeling that there's going to be one that's not going to be put. And this was 3F. So 3F, oh, must be this one here. But now I'm wondering if there's only 2 parts that are left for 4, if I should just leave it as that, because I've got a feeling it's going to look strange if I don't have unless it's this one. Maybe it's supposed to be like this part here. It's just bigger by a little bit. And then this would be raised here. Like it would be like that. So those 2 pieces would be raised up. Because that's the only piece that looks anyway close to this. But I've got a feeling I'll leave it out because I don't know. Leave those 2 out because I don't like the way it looks, and I think so far this looks really good. And then what I saw that was added to these is to put a little bit of stickle, let's say. So for example here I would put a little bit of stickle in the middle, and here in the middle, and here, just to give that extra little something. So that's the card. So we went from this to that. So I really hope that you've enjoyed this super long chatty video. It was a long process. Would I make a ton of these? Probably not. But then again, they're really fun, and it does make like a stunning card. I mean, and this background was just perfect for it. So it does make a really stunning card. So when you really want to make something special for somebody, I think you can't go wrong with this. Let me know what you think. Are there tricks to this that I didn't understand? I would love to know. And I will see you all very soon. Love you guys. Bye.